Hello, everybody. Want to cook with me, Tanyalee? Welcome to the new people. It's comedian and motivational speaker Tanyalee Davis, and I'm cooking some dinner tonight so you can watch me with awe and amazement as I tell you some stories from my life. So I want to tell you about one of my all-time favorite gigs. It was in 2016. I had just, my Live at the Apollo in London aired on British television. And shortly after, I got asked to do a corporate gig in Norway. A company that had seen my show contacted my agent at the time, and they were putting on basically like an awards banquet for their staff. This company is based out of Larvik, Norway, and they rented one of their spa hotels for their entire staff. So they had seminars over the weekend and different events, and then they had this awards banquet in a separate building just across the way, and it was like the Academy Awards. This was huge budget. There was multiple performers. In fact, they hired Kurt Nielsen, I think is his name, who won the World Idol. He was up against Kelly Clarkson. Well, he was on the show, a whole bunch of different things. Anyway, it was like they had camera crews running around. It was super high budget. And with Kevin and I, they flew us in a couple of days early, so we got to hang out in Oslo, Norway. It was January, so it was quite cold, but it was our first time in Norway. It was beautiful. So we got a couple of days, and then they got a car service to drive us a few hours, I think it was south, to a fjord city of Larvik. And we got caught in quite a bad snowstorm. Our vehicle ended up breaking down on the side of the road. I think we had a limousine, and then we had to get some sort of wheelchair accessible car service to pick us up and take us. So we arrived at this beautiful spa hotel, and it was pretty much empty because all of the people that worked for this company were at seminars and stuff like that. So when Kevin and I arrived, we were starving. And so they told us just to head to the restaurant and somebody would take care of us. So there Kevin and I are sitting overlooking a fjord in Norway, and the chef of the restaurant walks out and basically says, "What would you like? I've got some pasta, some chicken, I can make you some sort of concoction." And we're like, heck yeah, that sounds amazing. So we had some chicken pasta Alfredo custom made. We were the only ones in the restaurant. It was so cool. And they were like, if you would like any spa treatments while you're here, please sign up. We had a dress rehearsal for the show. Like I said, there was TV screens all over. There were circular tables with big, huge table displays on them. They had camera crews running around for the people that couldn't make it or that had won awards, and their families were brought up on the big screen to to wish them well and congratulate them. I mean, this was some high budget stuff, and I only had to do, I think, 7 or 8 minutes, and I had an absolute blast. And it was really snowing afterwards, and everybody had to get from the one venue, was maybe about a block and a half, back to the hotel in a major snowstorm. I remember doing donuts on my scooter. I think I probably had a couple of drunk Norwegians on the back of my scooter. We had an absolute blast. And then I think the next day, Kevin and I ended up going for a couples massage. And, they signed us up for a milk bath. It was a couples bath. You sit in there in this gigantic bathtub, and they give you, I think we had like mimosas and fresh fruit and stuff like that. And it's supposed to be good for your body. They called it a milk bath. Well, I mean, it was our own private bath, so it didn't really start off as a milk bath, if you know what I'm saying. This trip was in January of 2016, but I was invited back to do a comedy festival in July of 2019. So they flew Kevin and I back over, and I got to perform some shows in Oslo, Norway. And the cool thing is, I was the only English-speaking comedian on the show. Most people do understand and or speak English in the Scandinavian countries. So when you perform internationally as a comedian, you just have to slow down. Anyway, I love what I do, you guys. Make sure you check out my website, TanyaLeeDavis.com. Share, follow, like my videos. If you are not living your best life, what are you going to do about it? I am Tanyalee, Unstoppable Me. Bon appetit!